Could it be in your eyes?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The Hurricane Watchman is here with your latest update on Potential Tropical Cyclone 6 at the 1800 UTC update. It continues to produce, still producing disorganized showers, but it's trying to become more disorganized. And this is what we got here: a lot of heavy rain, bands moving into the Puerto Rico region. Storm is continuing to move west, and heavy rain continues to fall. Still continuing to produce disorganized showers, but we are getting some more thunders and cluster storm. You can kind of see. Here's where that dry air is trying to come in and wrap around, but it is the dry air is not. The storm is a bit more powerful and overtaking the dry air. So dry air is not able to get in there, so and completely kill off the storm. So regardless, there's going to be an incredible amount of flooding and heavy rain from this storm, as we are going to look, and we do have our own graphic now coming in from the Hurricane Watch team. We'll be talking about that too. We're going to be looking at this again. This is the 2 p.m. update. This is still showing the storm intensified to a tropical storm. Probably, I estimate this to be around 4 p.m. It's going to become a tropical storm. And it's going to move right on over Dominican Republic, actually. And this, again, could be a problem. It's going to be limiting intensity to dry air here. Excuse me. Dry air is going to be a problem with the storm as it moves in this part of the Caribbean. Dry air will be limiting intensification. Right here, there'll be upper level winds unfavorable for development, cutting across the storm here. But once it gets farther in the Gulf, that's when we could see more of a ramp up of intensity when the storm could become a lot stronger, closer with winds of 60 miles an hour. The latest update from the National Hurricane Center. And this is the satellite. This is what we're looking at in terms of the storm. So there you go. As you can see, a lot more convection there near the center of circulation, and the storm is trying to rotate and trying to intensify, but not doing too well in terms of that. So this is the Hurricane Watch team's forecast track. Potential Tropical Cyclone number 6, Invest 94L, 35 miles per hour, sustained winds 1,012 millibars. Currently, a tropical storm watch is in effect for these towns and countries. I think it's just the countries. And then these are the areas of where the tropical storm warnings are in effect for. So yes, we do have tropical storm watches and warnings. There are tropical storm watches and warnings that are in effect. And we still think we may still have a potential tropical cyclone still quite some time from now, but there's still a possibility that this storm could in fact intensify to a tropical storm by in several hours. So that's what we're looking at with that. So here is the storm. I'm going to actually go to visible high resolution so we can look at it. There it is. Really able to see that convection. Seeing that storm starting to, you can actually see the storm rotating underneath. And maybe they'll find a closed low here pretty soon as the storm continues to move just to the southwest, or excuse me, the southeast of Puerto Rico. See if I have anything going on in the chat. Also, if you want to like, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are interested in this. I'm also starving. Okay. We are also looking at the East Pacific also, because there are some storms over there that we are East Pacific, please. Looking at which that storm right there could become a pretty intense storm. But as you can kind of see, it looks like its peak is 960 millibars. No, 959. No, 958. Maybe 953. Jeez. That's certainly quite a powerful storm that we're watching. Possibly a potential of a powerful storm developing in that area. And then it looks like after that, the activity, look at that, the activity dies down a lot. We go to the North Atlantic. Oh, there isn't any activity here either. We will start to see more activity. Also, the National Hurricane Center has can I go home, please? Please. There is this, so about 90% chance in the next 48 hours and in the next 5 days. And then there's this storm, this disturbance as of 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Tuesday, August 10, 2021. A concentrated area of showers and thunderstorms located a few hundred miles southwest of the Cape Verde Islands is associated with their tropical waves. Some gradual development of the system is possible over the next several days, while it moves westward across the tropical Atlantic at around 15 to 20 miles per hour. In the next 48 hours, about a 10% chance of development. In the next 5 days, a 20% chance of development. In the Atlantic, here we go. We have Tropical Storm Kevin, with winds of around 45 miles per hour. It is weakening. And we also have Tropical Depression 12E, winds of 35 miles per hour. It is, in fact, expected to become a hurricane, with winds estimated to peak at around 90 miles an hour, or about 80 knots. So we're also watching this system. It says Tropical Depression paralleling. How do you say the word? Paralleling? I don't even know how to pronounce that word. The coast of Mexico, basically going along the parallel coast of Mexico. Staying parallel with the coast of Mexico as it moves along the coast of Mexico. And around 35 miles per hour is expected to become a tropical storm. So, here you go. If we move into here, you can kind of see some heavy storms and some storm showers moving over the Puerto Rico region here. This is in the last just the 2 hours, so you can kind of see moderate to some moderately heavy thunderstorms. There are some heavier thunderstorms off the coast, as you can see there. But some pretty intense heavy rain moving through Puerto Rico right now. Some just moving just to the west of San Juan, Puerto Rico. If we zoom into that area. No, not that close. Here we go. You can see some see this thunderstorm intensifying right here. And so they got some heavy rain there in San Juan, Puerto Rico. But that is now just to the south and to the west of San Juan, Puerto Rico. I think that's the capital of Puerto Rico. But just kind of wanted to talk about, there are quite some heavy thunderstorms. Moving through Puerto Rico, as you can clearly see. And there you go. As the storm gets closer, you're getting these thunderstorms not only in the U.S. Virgin Islands, but also the British Virgin Islands. And there it is in Puerto Rico, again, those heavier thunderstorms in that area. So there you go. You can kind of see those thunderstorms. I'm going to talk about these thunderstorms. And we're going to continue to see this. As this storm gets closer to Puerto Rico, just to the south down here, it's going to, I think it's like down, I don't actually know what the center of circulation is. I'm not even going to try. You're going to get these bands of rain coming across the coast, coming across Puerto Rico. And that is that's going to cause heavy rain. And we could see flooding and flash flooding with this storm, because there's going to be a lot heavier rain in Puerto Rico. A lot more heavy rain to come through the rest of the afternoon into the evening and later in the night hours of the night. There's going to be heavier rain, so yeah. Very, very bad and very, very dangerous. Because flash flooding, there are some they're not mountains, so there's some hilly terrain in Puerto Rico, so something to watch out for and keep our eye out on as we continue to see heavy rain. Well, rain will be getting heavier with the storm in Puerto Rico, again, as it remains to the south. Well, to the south. So that's currently what we're watching right now. If there's anything in the chat I need to look at. Flooding again is going to be the biggest threat and the main problem with the storm. Always going to be the largest problem with this storm. So that's what we're looking at and carefully watching and monitoring right now. Oh. So that's what we're dealing with right now. Pretty starting to rotate a little bit more. That heavy band of rain is still moving through the Caribbean, or through the Lesser Antilles. But it looks like it is falling apart, which is good. So they wouldn't have as intense or as heavy rain at all. See if we check for any. Oh, we should show concern. So certainly this is a problem that we're going to be watching, because this storm has got a lot of heavy rain with it and a lot of flooding, so I cannot intensify that a lot right now. Again, I'm making this short because my mom needs my help with some stuff, so I just want to give this update and talk about what the latest update from the National Hurricane Center is saying and what our forecast will be. So let me switch back to our forecast map. I honestly think this could become a tropical storm pretty soon. You know, there's a possibility it could be upgraded to a tropical storm by 4 p.m. Or, 4 or 6 p.m. You know, we have to watch. 36 hours, this could become a tropical storm. So, we're starting to reach that point where we think that the storm is actually going to be designated as a tropical storm here very relatively soon, and we just don't know when exactly that is going to happen, because again, the storm is so disorganized and there's so much dry air that it's hard to forecast when these storms will actually become a tropical storm, and so it's very hard to forecast when they will become a tropical storm. This is also taking a similar track to Elsa. Remember Elsa back in I almost said like it was 2017. No, back in July of 2000 back in July. There you go. Just back in July, did take a similar track. It was farther to the south, but still, we are watching the system moving through the Caribbean. So very, very dangerous in terms of flooding. So we're gonna be watching this right now. So I'm gonna probably end this off here. Mainly because, my mom needs my help, and yeah, I did not mean to close out of that. But here is the latest satellite imagery of a potential Tropical Cyclone 6. We continue to watch and monitor its progression through time, and we will continue to give you the latest updates on potential Tropical Cyclone 6. We will be letting y'all know if this is upgraded to Tropical Storm Fred. We will also let y'all know if that happens, and if it does, you will certainly get that update from us. I'm trying to do an update every 3 hours, which that can be really, really hard when I have things to do. So my next update again will be at 4 p.m. I like to keep these little updates short and sweet. Here's the update. This is what you need to look out for. This is what we need to watch out for. Here's a 15-20 minute update. That's what we got. I don't like to sit down and just talk about these storms for like 3 hours, even though Now again, if this was if we had an Irma barreling through the Caribbean, I would just be like, a short update. It would be a lot longer and more in depth. But right now, we don't have a storm surge to worry about. All we have to worry about is flooding in gusty winds. Up to 40 to 45 mile an hour wind gusts are possible with this storm. But again, I'm going to end off the stream here. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I like to keep these on the short side. But with that being said, have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. I'll talk to you later this afternoon at 4 p.m. Central Time. Now that being said, have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, and I'll talk to you later. As always, stay safe and peace out.